Bewitched! Bewitched is a sitcom debuts on ABC back in 1964. Bewitched centers around the adventures of a witch named Samantha, played by Elizabeth Montgomery, married to a boring mortal named Darren, played by two different actors. They get in the usual kind of sitcom scrapes, and Samantha twitches her nose, does her magic, and gets out of the sitcom scrapes. The show's really popular. Runs for 8 seasons altogether. It is, according to the in-show mythology, it is the first mixed marriage in history. It's the first witch-mortal marriage in history. The show's really popular. Like I said, 8 seasons. They win some awards for special effects, which is actually kind of flabbergasting if you go back and watch, because it seems like their big special effects move is to run the camera, stop the camera, make some kind of change, and then start running the camera again, so that something mysterious happens. And they win awards for this. This is like Keanu and The Matrix back then. And I've just blown my whole special effects budget for these videos. So, show's very popular, but by the 7th season, show's getting a little long in the tooth. Ratings are starting to slip. They need to do something to get ratings back. And then one of the writers has this kind of crazy idea. Why don't we go to Salem and shoot on location? We can say that Samantha has to go to a witch's meeting back in Salem. They're debating this idea. Can we do this? Can we not? How would we do that? This was kind of a wacky idea. Shows did not shoot on location back then. I mean, the Bradys go to Hawaii, but that was like a big stunty move. So they're debating this idea. Can we do this? How would this even work? When fate lends a helping hand, a fire breaks out in the Bewitched studio. It damages the set they film on, damages the writing offices, and apparently damaged everything except for Elizabeth Montgomery's dressing room. So why they don't look at her for this, I don't really know. But now they've got to do something. They go ahead with this plan. They need to keep their shooting schedule somehow. So, the summer of 1970, about 30 people, cast and crew, pack up, come out here to Salem to shoot at various locations around town. They film mostly down the House of the Seven Gables. They film a little bit at the Hawthorne, in the lobby, and upstairs in one of the rooms. Also some exteriors down the end of the street here at the Witch House. Wherever they go, huge crowds follow them. And I've seen some photographs that people took that year of the crowds that show up to watch them filming. And I talked to some folks who met Elizabeth Montgomery that summer, and they all say she was really nice, she was really gracious with fans, she was a real sweet lady, she was totally happy to hang out and sign autographs and take pictures, really sweet. Everyone, for some reason, mentions that she's really short. I don't know why, but everyone always brings that up. So they shoot this 3-episode story arc here in town. They call it the Salem Saga. That is the season 7 opener. It helps with ratings, but not quite enough. The show goes for one more season, season 8. The show's canceled, and everyone moves on to different projects. Elizabeth Montgomery here goes on to play Lizzie Borden, among other projects. It's a big, loud truck going by. It's just like you're on a walking tour. So, flash forward to 2005. In 2005, TV Land, the cable network, is rerunning episodes of Bewitched, and they decide to give to the city the Samantha statue, which was not an entirely popular idea at the time. A lot of folks thought this was silly. This is a statue to a sitcom witch. Samantha Stevens, the character, is fictional. Elizabeth Montgomery has no real connection to Salem. She's not from here. So why are we getting a statue to a sitcom witch? Also, 20 men and women lost their lives on accusations of witchcraft back in 1692, and now we get a statue to a sitcom witch. They thought this was disrespectful, to say the least. But nonetheless, they went ahead with this plan. And on a cold, rainy day back in 2005, about 2,000 people packed into the intersection here of Washington and Essex to watch the mayor unveil the Samantha statue. Now, a couple of stars from the show were here. Bernard Fox, who plays Dr. Bombay, he comes here. And also Erin Murphy, who played the daughter Tabitha. Erin Murphy's all grown up. She's my age now. She was here to greet fans and meet people. Elizabeth Montgomery was not here. She had died a few years before from cancer, but from what I've read about her, even if she had been alive, she probably would not have shown up. She seems to have been very private, and when she was done with something, she moved on, didn't really look back, had kind of a Johnny Depp thing going. So even if she had been alive, she probably would not have shown up. Now, if you ask me, which you didn't, but it's my tour, I think this is a really ugly statue. Now, Elizabeth Montgomery was a really pretty lady, and this statue just does not capture her at all. My friend Samara Metzler actually points out that this looked kind of like Willem Dafoe, and you're welcome. You'll never unsee that now. But nonetheless, even though it was unpopular and not a particularly good likeness, if you ask me, this is still a really popular stop. Everyone likes to come here and get their picture taken with the Samantha statue. So, once this is all over, come to Salem, and you too can take a selfie with this monstrosity.